Welcome to the A Collective.
The girls are fighting.
The media is already sending.
Where sisterhood meets sass. Girl, this is funny. This
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
Hey there. Welcome to the A Collective, where sisterhood meets sass. I'm Shannon. I am a 54-year-old single girl doing single girl things in the A. LV.
My name is LV. I am 42. Yeah, 42. Damn, I don't know how old I am. I am a hot mess, single mama of a 9-year-old, too many golden doodles, currently unemployed, and all the things. And I'm coming to you from central Pennsylvania, where it's really scary. Stacey.
Hey, I am Stacy. I am a 45-year-old married woman. I am in Nashville, Tennessee. I am an asshole.
Yep.
And that is who I am. I own it. I own it. You're always going to get real talk from me. I'm so excited to be with my friends, though, and we can join and talk.
We're going to have a good time. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm the responsible one around here. I'm the reasonable one. Yeah.
My
I'm a
face
hot
says
mess.
it all.
Girl, we never have to worry. Ever.
All right, y'all. So we've gotten together. Let's talk a little bit about how we met. Who'd like to go?
It's such a beautiful story.
It is. It's a wonderful story. We met on TikTok.
Yeah.
Newfound friendship found on TikTok. Whoever would have thought? We are all in the GLP-1 community, and we just hit it off.
And there are times when I hate the internet, and there are times when I love the internet. But like, damn, sometimes I'm like, why can't you all live a little closer? Why do I have to meet people that I love and I get along with, and then they live so far away? But
You can get a plane ticket.
Well, right now I can't. I'm poor as right now.
You're not poor.
I'm
Don't speak those words into existence.
We're just in between opportunities, LV.
Yeah,
Because I'm
exactly.
currently in between opportunities as well.
Right.
I am currently on vacation.
Yes. I've just had
Yes.
an extended vacation.
Tell
But
me.
it is.
I'm
It
dibbling
is.
and dabbling.
Yes.
I have something lined up. We just gotta see. But
But you're still blessed.
I am blessed.
You're not missing
Yes, for
anything.
sure.
Neither one of you.
Nothing missing, nothing lacking.
Absolutely.
God is good.
Yeah.
And all the time.
God is good. Oh, look, I even
We're proud of you, LV. You knew that one.
right?
Yeah.
I try moment to moment. Oh, but yeah, we all met on TikTok, and we are all GLP-1 and now lifestyle creators. And even though we're all very different, we all have so many similarities, I think.
We do.
We do. I love that about us.
There's a common thread.
And you know what? You ride for your friends.
Hell
Let me
yeah.
tell you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hell to the
Yeah. You guys have done some things this week, and I love y'all.
I was having fun.
LV
There's-
really enjoys it. I'm a bit more reserved when
You
it comes to
are.
that stuff.
Mhm.
I
LV
am.
is like that one you can send. She's like, hold on.
Hold
Let
my
me see
beer.
how-
Well, in
And
my
I'm
case, it's
like-
like, hold my coffee. Be right
and I'm
back.
like, now, everyone, let's just simmer down.
No.
Do we really have to?
Well,
No, I'm going to do it.
I'm not the type that's I'm gonna try to make them look like a fool.
Sometimes it's not hard for people to
No,
look.
and sometimes they make it very, very easy, but I'm not the type that's going to overtly insult or, like, it's gonna be a little roundabout.
A little condescending.
Well, yeah, a lot of condescending.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like to use the emoji that's like, like the hug emoji
Well,
at the end. Or like the heart, not the heart eyes, but like the hearts around at the end to just kind of be like,
Dum-dum.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
See,
fun.
my problem is I'm scared I'm going to go too far because when I pop off and I get in a zone, it's
Well,
hard to
because you're
reel
so
me.
calm.
It's hard to
Yeah.
reel me back in, and then I like stay mad, angry, and
Mhm.
ready. Stacy would say ready to tussle for like
Tussle, baby.
hours on end. So I'm like, nope, can't go there. Can't go there. Keep it
Shannon.
calm, keep it cute. Because I listen, y'all, if I really pop off, like,
That's what I was gonna ask. Have you cussed people out? Do you have road rage?
as one of my good friends will say, I can cuss up a cool breeze. I can cuss up a cool breeze.
Okay.
I just make choices.
This is
to.
intentional to be
I'm trying to be
reserved.
intentional.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Because, I don't know if we can say this, but my favorite phrase, my favorite word is the Samuel L. Jackson word. I love that
Ooh.
one. Love that one. And I like saying life. And then sometimes I like saying family is a Samuel L. Jackson word. And LV's looking like, what's a Samuel L. Jackson word?
I think I
You
just
know.
figured it out. I think I just figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Life and family can be a
I like how you said it. So you've cussed people out real good.
can cuss up a cool breeze. Yes, I just make very conscious choices not to.
Okay.
Can I use other words to express myself? And sometimes is it worth all the outrage? Do I need to expend my energy on that person? Because
Sometimes you just have to let it go.
sometimes they're not worth it. And then sometimes you'd be like, no,
You getting it today.
oh my beer, you about to catch all of this. Let me read you
Mhm.
for film.
I
So
have
yeah.
a potty mouth.
I do too. I might
And
have
do
a
you know-
potty face too.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Sometimes I
Mhm.
can have a poker face, sometimes I can't.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I was a hairdresser for over 20 years. There are times when I can hide, but there are times when it just comes out. It don't.
I
I
spent
can imagine.
I spent 13 years as a flight attendant. Sometimes I had to have a poker face because things people would come at me with, and I needed to
Mhm.
keep a straight face when I really wanted to be like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you really kidding me? You really think we could do that up in the air?
What's the entitlement, right?
You really think we're just flying thousands of miles with that around? Just whatever all these people want, we have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
I
you're
had to
entitled to get it.
school my face and bite my tongue
Okay.
when I really didn't want to.
Well, I'm a consultant. I did consulting for a long time. I'm in project management, IT. So you can imagine I have dealt with every type of person, and I don't have a poker face at all. So we have deadlines. We have things that we need to do. Let's cut everything in between and let's get to business. Period. So I think my face works for this industry.
I think, yeah,
I think this personality kind of works.
you
You
probably
found
need it. Yeah.
success in it.
Yeah, I have. I haven't cussed out clients, but we have real one-to-one talks. So, yeah, I think it works for me.
Coach doesn't swear. No, he don't.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us?
Yeah, I want to hear
Who-
more about.
Well,
Coach.
tell us who Coach is. You want to share?
Yeah, here we go.
We don't need names, do we?
Oh no,
Like-
we ain't doing
Mhm.
names. We ain't
Okay,
doing names.
okay.
He
Well,
will
tell
be
us
known
about
as
Coach.
Coach. So I did a series on the Tiki Talkies about bumbling over 40, and it was really depressing until I came across that whole hot tall drink of water. And so we've gone out twice. Yeah, he's kind of fantastic. But he is a D3 collegiate football coach. So do I hear from him all that often? I mean, pretty much almost every day for a little bit. The other day he was at work. He was in the office from 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. because they're recruiting. So, but he told me on our second date that because his daddy was a coach. And so a coach that his dad looked up to and idolized had said, you don't swear at your players. You don't swear in you use your words, you find ways to express yourself other ways. So he just doesn't do it. And I was like, I have a potty mouth. He said it's okay if I do.
Yeah, you
But
can't
we play
change
like Jenga, like actual Jenga.
with clothes on.
Yeah. I mean, but my nails, I had the right nails for Jenga because,
Oh yeah, I love me some Jenga.
yeah, it's so fun. But,
Bet it is.
I'm hoping to be a wag. I'm not planning our wedding, but I'm
You
not
may have.
planning our wedding.
What would your wedding shoes be?
Well, I don't know these days. I would have to think. Certainly not the ones I wore for my first wedding. Jeez.
But you wear
Those
for your
are.
first wedding.
I wore Manolo Blahnik Carolines with a watercolor butterfly print.
What did you do with those
They're
shoes?
gorgeous. They are in a box at my parents'
Okay.
house. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was
Yeah.
wondering, like, with everything that went on,
My
did you
gown
hold on to any of that?
I think
How
I
the
think my mom
relationship?
finally got rid of my gown because I
Okay.
told her I was going to burn it. And so she
You don't
hid
want to
it,
burn those
but I
things.
think it was gone.
Do you think
I
you
don't know.
want to sell the shoes?
I've thought about it. Those are just really pretty.
So why don't you wear them?
I was going to say, so if you're not, are you
They're
going to wear
white.
them?
I don't know, maybe on my on the 10-year anniversary after a decade since our divorce.
I wouldn't even want to celebrate that.
No, I meant like just like in general, like not that day
Yeah.
specifically, but like after that, like maybe after a decade.
Girl, wear them shoes. Put those shoes on.
Either
I
wear
gotta
the
find them
shoes
though too.
or sell them.
Yeah,
And if they're pretty, I'd wear them.
yeah,
If
they
it's
are
something
pretty.
that's not
But they're
available
white.
now,
It's just like they don't go with a top. You know what I mean? They're definitely a good bridal shoe. I also should look and see because they were like a very limited. I could possibly get
you could probably get a good amount of money for them.
a lot of money for them.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got to find them. And if I can't find them, it's going to be really sad because I can't ask my mom because she's not talking to me. She
If
stopped
she
talking to me a while
was,
ago.
if she was, I'd be concerned.
Right. And did you see my face? I'm like,
No, my dad made that joke like probably about, I don't remember how long ago. 'Cause I was like, Dad, where are the I think I was looking for the brass candlesticks. He was like, I don't know. And he was like, and I can't ask your mother because she stopped talking to me.
I had never heard that.
I know that's one way to put it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I
But
like that, LV.
he was thinking,
That was creative.
right? He's a creative gentleman. But yeah, so hopefully I can find them.
We need to look these shoes up.
I know.
I know everybody's interested in seeing them.
I want to
I
know
know.
what they look like.
Hold on. And maybe we can just pop it up for everyone.
Right? Are you doing it?
I think, of course she is. Of course she wants to see. Of course
Mhm.
she's doing it.
I know, that's just me.
I mean, my shoes cost almost as much as my gown because I found
believe
a
you.
really good deal on a gown. But then shoes needed to be, popping.
Do you have pictures of you from your wedding day?
Oh, God, yes, of course.
And I mean, like, do you still have them, is what I mean.
Oh, like hanging places? No.
No.
No. And I threw away our wedding album, but I still, on Facebook.
Ooh,
Did you
okay.
find them?
Yes, I think I did. Hold on. Well, wait a minute. No.
Let's see. What do they
These are
look
due.
like?
Oh, so your heel was comfy.
What do you mean? Because it's slingback?
Not really high. Is it a slingback?
Yeah, I had the slingbacks. I had the Carolines. But
But
I had a higher heel.
I'm
Okay,
like,
that's what I was like,
that looks like
a
a kitten heel.
wow, a
Yeah.
meow heel.
And I don't do kitten heels.
There is nothing worse than a kitten heel. Why are we wearing those? Why don't you just wear flats or Jordans?
Right? Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Do you have bad feet? Like, because as soon as I see a kitten heel, I wonder, do you have some type of issue? So why are you
Mhm.
wearing that?
Yeah.
And why did you
It's
buy it?
But I don't know how to work. Where are my
Have you
pictures?
shown your daughter your wedding pictures? Or just a
We've
picture of you
seen
as a
some
bride?
of them. Yeah. How do I? Oh, there we go. Okay.
And what'd she say about them?
About my wedding pictures?
Mommy's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. But she doesn't think my ex-husband is attractive.
You mean her dad?
She doesn't like when we call him that.
Ooh, duly noted.
Right? Because I said something about something about your dad, and she was like, "Don't call him that. He's not." Okay, hold on. There she is.
I love that phone case, LB.
Isn't that one fun? Thank you. All right, we're getting closer. There's the baby announcement, or the pregnancy announcement.
So when did you get pregnant with baby? How far after the wedding?
About a year and a half after.
Okay. So you guys
Yeah.
had some time afterward
Yeah.
before you
How do
turned to a
I?
family of 3.
Wait, maybe. There we go.
What was that? Was that a little gag here?
Yeah, because I saw his name. Okay, here we go.
Look at us.
Ooh, those are pretty.
See, they had a
Yeah, they're
higher
probably
heel.
not available. Yeah, that's not that
No. Oh
same.
no, these were like a special. But then I had little Toms to wear after my feet hurt,
Uh-huh.
and of course an army because I thought he was a army veteran.
Full. Okay, so you thought he was an Army veteran?
Yeah, he won't. He was not.
You've got Risa Tisa going.
Well, I did, girl. That's how I went viral.
Yeah.
Do you want to share
Yeah.
with everybody
I know, because
about
everybody might
that
not know.
and send people?
So I went viral on TikTok because I was married to a sociopathic criminal. And I know that a lot of times people are like, oh, yeah, I was married to a sociopath or whatever. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I was literally actually married to a sociopath who not only committed stolen valor, however, he also cheated on me, may or may not have fathered a set of twins while we were married, and then ducked paternity on those. And turns out he had been charged with inappropriate contact with minors because he likes older teenage girls. So if you're looking for a Risa Tisa-esque, all you got to do is check out my socials. And I named it The Least of My Worries. And there is a book coming. So,
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, or a
So
couple
the book will
chapters
have
in.
all the details, huh?
The book will have more of the details. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Goodness.
that's that.
Oh, looking forward to that.
I'm excited for you.
Let's do it. As my dad says, I might as well make some money off it.
There you go.
Yeah, because you
'Cause
spent some with it, I'm
I
sure.
He didn't hire an attorney when we got divorced, but I did.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
No, not when you hire the best one in town.
And he's not in town in the same area.
No, he moved
Okay.
away. Thank goodness. He moved
Very-
away. So, yeah. All right. Well, should we tell everybody a little bit about what they can expect from the A Collective?
I think we should.
I think we should give them a little taste.
Stacy?
It's going to be real talk girlfriend time. This is what we do. This is who we are. It's going to be authentic and raw conversations. I'll probably have more of the naughty words that come out of my mouth. So just, hey, that's me. But real talk about everything.
Hot button issues. Very real, authentic talk. We're going to have bold and courageous conversation. Maybe sharing some opinions or thoughts that are not the most popular around, but we're going to share them and talk about it and throw in a little sass in the middle of it all.
Then ever so often, we're going to have special guests coming in and talking about all the things. It's going to be basically anything we want, right? Like whether it be hot topics, politics, GLP-1, because obviously GLP-1s have touched all of us, but that's not all we are.
Absolutely.
You just never know what kind of guests we're going to have. So, there will be guests ever so often.
Tackling hard topics.
Yeah.
And things
No
of
holds
interest.
barred.
Yeah, in a really way.
Absolutely. My potty mouth queen.
Always.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, which way? Because I'm in the middle on me. So
There we go. And y'all,
Nailing
some
it.
laughs along the way. Some laughs along the way, because what's life without some laughs? Got to have a good time.
And you know what? I'm just thinking about the times that we're living in right now. We need laughs.
We need to have a good time. We're not here for a long time, but we damn sure better be here for a good time, y'all.
Absolutely. And think about it. We're going into a new year, new changing of the guards, right? And for me, that makes me sad. Everything is changing. So we're going to laugh on here because we heard on the news. It's not going to be great.
No.
I'm worried.
Are you?
worried. Yeah. I mean, so many things have happened. Like, people feel emboldened to do and say some really out of pocket things.
Mhm.
that they're going to end up writing checks. They behind can't cash. They're going to FAFO.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to FAFO. And I believe it puts our democracy in peril.
100%. And I don't care who calls me an alarmist. You can call me an alarmist all day long. Truly believe that there is a chance that we will never have an election again, or at least for the foreseeable future.
People who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it. And we are on a
Yep.
very, very slippery slope. We are normalizing behavior that is not normal, that is unhinged, and does not serve the country well. And people are overlooking it because they've been emboldened to feel a certain way about people.
People are ignorant. And, when you look post-election and you see people Googling tariffs, what is a tariff? How does that work? Who
And
pays
not
for a tariff?
understanding them.
Can I vote again? Those are the things, and that lets me know further that we are dealing with a society full of ignorant people.
But I believe part of the problem is people, and I work really hard not to, but sometimes I'm dismayed by doing it. I don't want to live in an echo chamber, right?
No.
And so diversity of thought is important. So there are times I want to understand the other side. However, but I feel like the other side is ignorant or do not have my best interests at heart. That's a turnoff. But people tend to live in an echo chamber and they are only feeding themselves that which they believe. And that can be dangerous. That can be dangerous.
And that turns into cult-like behavior.
Yeah. 100% believe we should be listening to both sides. We should, we don't have to agree with both sides, but we should be listening because hasn't anybody ever read The Art of War? Like Sun Tzu? Like, know your enemy, people.
Yeah. And see what they're planning, because they're going to tell what they're planning to do.
They already told us. What you
And
talking
they're
about?
already fighting.
They mapped it out. But baby, yeah, they're
The fighting
imploding
is
already. They hadn't even.
I said, the girls are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I think our current speaker may not be there long.
Moses Mike Johnson.
No, they're going to send him back to Louisiana.
They're already undermining him. And the next session of Congress hasn't even taken place.
No.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are saying the things that I say about him. And I'm like, y'all are supposed to be on the same team.
No. The girls are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be interesting to see. And I know that this will probably air after. But what's going to happen? Are we going to have a government shutdown?
I don't know. Truly,
Over the
I mean,
holiday.
they've already proven that they know how to do that real well. So, I mean, I think it's probably coming.
I feel like we're on the brink because I don't think they'll get enough votes to do what the new person wants done. And if they do, it'll be a bruising kind of situation. Sort of like that whole speaker situation a couple years ago.
Yeah. Oh, with the how many was it? Like 19?
Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. All the rounds. And they couldn't get it together. They couldn't agree.
And then he got sent away, didn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
because of a rule.
He was dumb.
Well, he agreed to something as a condition of his election that ultimately led to his ouster and downfall.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It just took one vote. And Matt Gaetz was like, hold my beer. Let me do this.
Good old Marjorie Taylor Greene from the great state of Georgia.
Miss Bleach Blonde, bad
Come
built,
on.
butch body.
If she between her and Lauren Boebert with their dumb sound bites.
Well, it's acceptable to be dumb, right?
It is.
It's totally acceptable.
Well, this is my feeling on the whole thing. I truly believe we are headed back into the dark ages. I believe that people have stopped placing value in expertise, in education, in science, in technology, in learning just in general. They've stopped placing any kind of value in that. And And so I truly believe we are heading back into the dark ages.
Nobody values education, right?
No. And all these
Well-
people thinking that the mango, whatever you want to, I mean, I call him all kinds of names, or wants to get rid of the Department of Education because he just wants to keep everybody dumb. I mean, that's a bonus, but no, he's just mad. They took away Trump University. That was an easy way for him to make money.
Swindle.
Mm-hmm.
What he's been
They
doing.
took it away. So this is a little vendetta.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Retribution. We
And
can
this
see
is
a
what
lot
we're
of that.
looking to. Yeah.
And then it's just an added bonus that, you know, we now have to worry about people not being able to like spell cat by the time they're 30.
Well, and then we have a billionaire that is truly the president, I believe. We haven't seen JD.
It was trending. President Musk on X.
No,
That
but
was trending. President Musk.
That call out is going to be epic.
Because you know,
I cannot wait to see it. And I wonder, will it make it to January?
do we place bets?
I mean, I can. I'm okay with that.
The competitive one of you is like, let's place bets.
Like, I don't think they're going to make it to January because we see what's happening right now. And depending on what happens with the shutdown, it's really going to bring emotions into it.
All they're going to remember is that there was another government shutdown right before Christmas or right around Christmas under Biden and Harris. It's going to be
That's
the Dems'
exactly what
fault.
they're going to say.
Mhm.
And that's how they place the blame.
Mhm.
It's going to be an interesting time. We've got some dark days ahead of us.
listen, but we're going to call a thing around here.
Mhm.
We're not normalizing foolishness. We're going to
Or
call it
fools.
and will, period.
I mean, too much of mainstream media is already bending and making excuses. No, not here.
No,
Not here. Not in these here
we
parts.
cannot do that. We cannot do that.
We're gonna
And
call
I
it like
think
it
people
is.
don't wanna
All
talk
4
about it,
years.
but it's going to affect everyone. People
Well,
thought
it
they
is.
were going to get cheap groceries, and I can go buy my egg.
They didn't want cheap.
gas.
They didn't want cheap groceries. They out here spending like fools for this holiday season.
You don't want that black woman.
They didn't want that black woman. No, they did not.
They don't want the black woman. They will suffer, and Cletus and them will be hungry.
But they're using.
That black woman, she's not going to be able to. No, she can't rule over me.
Meanwhile, those people making $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 a year are getting a tax cut. Meanwhile, our taxes are going up.
For
Mhm.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
So tell me about those eggs in
Mm.
February.
Yeah, they're just using the refrigerator as an excuse for their quiet little racism. Ow.
It comes out a lot, and I'm surprised.
Mhm.
Like, but it goes back to what Shannon said. You're emboldened to
Mhm.
behave this way,
Yeah,
where
it's
before
totally
it
acceptable
wasn't
now.
happening. In his
I'm-
first term, yes, we saw a lot of things.
Yeah, but people who decided to spin the block on that again, I side eye you.
Mm.
I absolutely side eye you because your agreement was a cosign to that behavior.
Absolutely.
And that right there, I ain't ever gonna forget.
Yeah.
So I will side eye you from now on because, you like that. You co-sign that. So you probably don't like me. Okay.
And I think you probably stayed in one class all day and licked windows. That's probably what happened to you.
Yeah, right.
We're going to have a society of window lickers.
Now, Stacy.
What?
Really, Stacy?
You know, you go
Yeah.
by that class and they're looking, well, and they go to lunch early.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
the people.
What are we gonna do?
I mean,
Don't tell the
she
truth
ain't
and shame
wrong.
the devil.
2L.
Yes. Because seriously, like, I don't need a 34-year-old third grader. It's just, no. I'm sorry. Like, and for those people that are like, oh, he actually didn't, or he doesn't believe that. Look at the people he's surrounding himself with.
Hell, he does believe that. He
Exactly.
believes it. Exonerated Central Park 5. He believes
Yeah.
it. He took out a full-page ad in the New York Times against those boys.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
Boys.
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 So I call,
Yeah.
and if you voted for him, you agree with it. So, therefore, I'm using my critical thinking and my logic. Ergo, you're racist too, and I'm a side-eye.
Absolutely. You don't like me. And I've had people tell me, well, it's because of, the migrants. Is it? Because let me tell you something. Now, I will be on board with that operation, especially the ones that said, oh, I voted for Trump. And you are
Suddenly
not
they
from
can't
here.
get a gardener.
We got somebody.
You think your groceries expensive? Who gonna get out there and pick that corn, pick that fruit? Who gonna do your farming for you?
That's the black job.
The hell it is.
I'm not doing this. You'll be hungry.
That ain't been a black job since sharecropping.
We're not going back.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the black job. Get rid of them, and then the blacks can come in and do that job.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
And where's JD Vance? On somebody's couch?
No, he was on Capitol Hill blaming the Democrats for the bill passing.
So he has been seen.
Yeah.
Barely.
I mean, let's be real. He's just there just in case Grandpa forgets something. You know what I mean? Like, but from what I hear, he's got all these little handlers around, but they apparently need to be changing his diaper.
Said the man was stinky.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to France. And they were talking about him. Did you see
What?
that?
I did.
I missed that.
Ooh, people were, there's apparently like video or something of him, like, and you see all the French people being like, ooh. And it
like
wasn't
this.
necessarily because they didn't like him, it was because he is stinky. So you know what I think it was? I think he sold that to Pence and no one wanted to change him.
Because he was with Elon. Elon doesn't change him?
Apparently not. Well, no, I really truly think he bends down to Elon.
I mean,
Because
bends down or over.
Elon and Putin are buddies. They're bosom buddies. And so I think they have something on Mango Mussolini. And so
That's why he's been bought.
Mm-hmm. He's been completely bought.
Crazy.
This is what's going to be running our country.
Yeah. Great.
Absolute
Not even a
foolishness.
citizen. He is a South African.
Yeah.
And
Absolute foolishness.
But go check Obama's birth certificate.
And that's when the debacle started.
That's when their racism really started to show.
Absolutely.
That was when I first was like, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
You know, I'm up here in the north. Like, I've been down south, but like, it wasn't until Obama did I realize just how racist we are as a country.
I worked with someone when I lived in Texas who she firmly believed Barack Obama was not a citizen, that he was Muslim. I mean, no, like a coworker. We sat down and had a conversation about this. And then finally I had to tell her, I said, we have to stop talking about this. We're not going to agree. And I'm getting pissed.
Listen, window licker. And you sat there and listened to it. I can't have those conversations with dumb people.
We were having a conversation. I always want to, so I love Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. My favorite habit is you seek to understand first before being understood. That's my favorite habit. And so I always want to try to understand, because again, diversity of thought and just kind of where people's heads are. And I was getting pissed. So I was like, we got to stop this because this ain't going to end well for you, ma'am. Because I was sitting there incredulous. I was like, are you absolutely kidding? You believe?
So how old was this person? Were they older or kind of like you kind of give, and I don't want to say you give them a pass, but if you're older,
I don't give older people a pass.
Stand.
They racism really be showing. I don't give older people a pass. No, she was in her late 30s.
Well, she was window licker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she was. So you don't give older people a pass? Yeah, I think sometimes if you're like in your 90s, like you just really don't know any better. And you're probably senile and
and
you're
not no more.
Yeah, I'm like,
All that you get a pass on is your filter's a little lower,
That was
baby.
my mama.
If your racism is showing, your racism is showing.
Mhm.
You were racist before you got to
Mhm.
be in your 90s.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
But
what she used to.
I'm talking like, my mom still would sometimes use the term Oriental. And I was like, Mama, there was literally no, I mean, her sister-in-law is Chinese, loved my aunt. It was just because that was a commonly used term when she
I
was
get it.
growing up. And then she had dementia. And so it was just, and so I
So
was
he
just
came
like, oh,
out,
sweet
baby.
Jesus. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I lived with I lived with my mother, my grandmother, and my great grandmother from the age of 10 on. So my great grandmother used to always ask, like, about somebody, a doctor or whatever, if we were talking, and she'd be like, "Are they colored?
Mm-hmm. Colored.
Are
Yep.
they colored?" And this was in the 80s and 90s. She didn't die
But
till
that's what she's
93.
conditioned to say.
So yeah,
Yeah.
she would be like, "Are they colored?" Yeah, they're black.
Yeah, because I feel like that's a
Or no, they're
racist
not.
term if it comes from someone, else. And it's like, but were you raised that way? Like your great grandmother, that's what she said, colored.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And she was somebody who, and I get it because I heard stories and I
Mm-hmm.
understand, when I am not one of those people who are like, oh, I don't see color. And I don't want people telling me they don't see color because the
You
devil is a
do.
lie. You,
You see my black ass? It's black.
baby, ding, 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 ding. So you see color. You see color.
When someone says, oh, I don't see color, I said, wow, that must be real boring for you.
Yeah.
Because
Use
I'm
a
just like,
lie.
I see color. Color makes the world beautiful. And I would much rather live in a very colorful life than black and
same.
white. Like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, thank
Yeah.
you. So when I'm like, oh, you're just trying to hide the fact that you maybe have a little bit of racism.
That's exactly what it
there.
is.
So that's why
Again,
I say, like, oh, God, that must be so boring for you.
your racism speaking through. It's
Mhm.
showing. You may want to
See it.
tuck that back in.
But once it's out, it's out. And let me tell
And
you,
now we're
TikTok
doing
brought them all out after the election.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were people in our community that I blocked. It wasn't enough to
Absolutely.
unfollow them. Baby, I don't want you coming up in my timeline at all. I don't
I
want to
don't
see
want to
your
see
content.
you.
I don't want to see you, and I don't want you to see me.
Mhm.
So, juices.
I'm a block to anyone purely because I want them to see my content.
No, I mean, there were people in our community who were dancing around with flags and all
Oh,
kinds of stuff.
I heard.
I was
I
like,
still want them to see my content
good.
because there's going to come a day when they really ain't going to like it. And I also want to see their content when they realize that their asses ain't getting sheep eggs and their asses ain't getting all the things because Donald Trump doesn't like them.
Because you're not like us.
No FAFO, but
Yeah.
let
And I
him
give
go
it a
on.
month. February is probably going to be the time if he makes it to inauguration, if this truly happens.
Good luck to all of us. Good luck to all of us. We're going
We're going
to
to make
need
it.
it.
We'll be okay. We'll be
I
okay.
mean, we are, but at what
what
collateral
price?
damage, what price will we be okay? Like, what else is going to be destroyed along the way?
I do worry. He's going to figure out some way to become a Putin and just, we don't have an election in 4 years.
I mean, he said it. Everything that he said, he's executed. And then people are like, well, I didn't know he was going to do that.
He said
Window
it.
liquor.
He
How
told
would you
you.
not?
He
Well,
told
and they're
you.
just so dumb. He always tells us what he's doing. He just says the other side is doing it. And I'm like, no, y'all.
Because
I
there
had
was no
some lady
cheating
come
this
up on
time.
one of
No cheating this time.
Nope. I had some lady come up in my comments on my video from election day, just yesterday, the day before. And she was like, you need to stop watching the news and actually watch the hearings. And I was like, how dumb do you think I am? I am listening to what is happening, lady. And I just don't, I'm not gonna go along with your dumbasses saying the other side is doing something. I'm gonna look it up and discover that it's you doing it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
But you can keep going on and believe in, Marjorie Taylor Greene and
Listen to her.
Girl, plenty of
and
people. She keeps
Nancy,
getting
what's her name?
reelected.
Yeah.
She keeps
I
getting
mean,
reelected.
just by her build, you shouldn't listen to her. Her
Child,
face is laughable.
they're out here standing for her.
And they said that she was kind of getting it in with Kevin McCarthy. Do y'all remember that? Like
Yeah, well, you know, she was one of the people responsible for his ouster.
after she had been dropping it low and spreading it,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Mm.
The people say.
Heard they get
I
wild.
couldn't believe she got reelected.
I
mean,
well,
How did she get there
I
in the first
could,
place?
based on the district, but I was just like, could people be so dense? Yes, they can. Yes, they
well,
can.
look,
That's what they want.
Boebert keeps getting reelected as well.
That lady.
They're two
That
peas in a
lady.
pod.
Yeah, they are. They
But
are.
who is the other one? Laura Loomer, that kind of was coming around in Trump's inner circle.
Yeah. Well, isn't she
Marjorie
still
Taylor
around, or
Greene.
has he already gotten rid of her?
I think she's in the background.
I think she's still hanging.
But her and Marjorie Taylor Greene don't get along. And so she outed Marjorie Taylor Greene with some stuff. Now, that was a good one. I was like, look at this.
I love when they
The
eat their own.
implosion.
It's going to be interesting the next several years.
I'm not giving it that long. I'm not even going to give it that long because we're going to hope that this does not see
Carry
any
over.
fruition. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Your lips to God's ears.
Jesus, you hear me. I'm sorry for doing all that cussing too. You know my heart.
Lord, not that you know my heart.
He does. All right, guys. What else do we want to talk about today?
Well, now that we've given everybody like a little bit of a taste of what the A Collective is going to sound like, should we give them a little bit of a taste of what's going to happen possibly weekly until we maybe come up with something else, or, we just keep it going? A little segment called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh,
This is where we talk about the things that we feel are good, bad, and
Ugly.
okay.
anything. Anything. Who wants to go first?
The good is we all are still here above ground. Let's talk about that. We made it another week.
I almost wasn't after this morning, but I'm here. Lord.
Yeah, we're here. What do you think, Shannon? What's your good?
My good is just life is good right now. I feel like I'm in the prime of my life, enjoying every single minute of it. Baby out here living my best life, leaning in on all the things. So
Well, and you are looking mighty snatched these days, so
I know.
there's that.
the game recognizes game.
Girl.
My sisters.
Well, and in case you're wondering, y'all, we're still inactive with the whole GLP-1 jab. This one, or I don't know how y'all are going to see it, but Stacy, wherever she is in maintenance. So, there's always going to be that as well.
Yeah. And I'm probably going to be the last person to get to my goal.
Yeah.
I'm just halfway to it.
You're type 2, though. Region.
You got it.
Turtling along. Finally getting some good blood sugar.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what we actually really care about.
Absolutely.
We do. We do.
Yeah, so the great blood sugar is amazing.
It really is.
My good right now is the fact that speaking of, healthy stuff, I don't have to take my high blood pressure medication anymore. And that shit is expensive. So
Yeah.
I am very, very excited for that.
Yay. Congratulations.
I got to find something because everything else has been a complete dumpster fire in my life.
It has not.
Yeah, that's true. But the mama anxiety, y'all, I'm the only one here with a child because I'm the only one dumb enough here to have one. And I'm about to go into 2 weeks straight of a child at home.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do? What are you going to do? Do you plan things so you all have lots of time together or do activities?
I used to, but I don't.
So we're going to rest this Christmas vacation.
Well, we're going to do, we got a few things. We have a tradition that it's usually the first night of break. However, She is spending the night away tonight because I am going. Again, as we said, this has been recorded in the past. So I will be going to the very first college football playoff game at Beaver Stadium tomorrow, where I hope I don't become an LV-sicle.
You will.
Because the high is 28. The real feel is going to be 18.
Did you get you some of those hand warmers?
I did. I got
TikTok
2
shop?
sets, one for me, one for my girl Amanda that has taken me. I also got her an ivory puffer. Sorry, Amanda. I tried for 2 white. It didn't happen. And then I got a white puffer because it is a white out because, Franklin, you and I are going to need to have a little conversation. You're an asshole. I said it. A white out in December. So normally we go out. We drive around with some hot cocoa or whatever from Starbucks, and we look at Christmas lights and everything while we're listening to Christmas music. It's our tradition. So we're going to do that Sunday night.
Okay.
And we'll probably bake some cookies because the legend, also known as my dadu, has requested some cookies. Even though the man is on Manjaro, he still wants the cookies.
What kind of cookies?
Still have a treat.
I don't know. Yeah, I know, but that man ain't met a food he does not like, nor has he met a food that he cannot eat. I have the family recipes, Mexican wedding cookies and rum balls and all the, my mom was Martha Stewart minus the jail time. So we've got all kinds.
Oh,
I'm nervous that I'm going to wind up in my garage with a toy crown on like I did a few years ago, sitting on the
Do
steps.
you have said photo of this?
Yes, I actually do. I will say it's actually a GIF. I turned it into a GIF or a GIF, however you want to pronounce it.
Send it, please. I want to see.
well, maybe we can meet virtually for a virtual
We may
meet up,
have to.
cocktails, and
Yes. Let's do that.
Keep LV sane.
All right, everybody. What's been our ugly? I'll start. For me, just life is in disarray. It's in disarray, and I'm trying to get it together. But it's ugly. It's messy work trying to get it together.
Absolutely.
So, Stacy, you're ugly because I skipped bad. You're ugly.
My ugly was this week. We had a situation called Coatgate. Anybody wants to know about Coatgate? It is on my TikTok page. There seemed to be a little mix when I went to a Christmas party last weekend where the coat check gave my coat to someone who then wore my coat out. It became a big social media thing. In their eyes, it was, an accident, a mix-up, but someone had my things for a while. I actually got to put my eyes on my items because they were returned by the people, but they should have gone back to where they were left. Or they were given to them. They went to the police department and traveled back to the venue and then traveled to the furrier on Wednesday. I got it back, but it was an ugly ordeal. Makes you question people. Why?
Let's not take things that aren't ours, friends.
I couldn't take your shirt, LV. I know that your shirt isn't going to fit me the same. But I would know that.
If we get a little sloppy, which there's judgment there, we wake up the next morning and we return it.
Yeah. Yeah. It shouldn't have to take, things that happened to get there.
Everybody needs to keep their belonging to themselves. Only take what is yours.
Go play with your own toys.
Because if you do take things that don't belong, you may be on Beyonce's internet. And a whole city may be looking for you.
It had the city in a chokehold, y'all.
It was on the radio twice.
Yes.
There were all kinds of little memes that were circulating around.
I love it. I mean, I don't love it, but I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was ugly. I don't want to have to go through that again, situation.
No, ma'am.
You have to cut people out that have opinions. That's mine. What about yours, LV?
My ugly lately is that my house has just become, yeah. Right now it's going into the, is she a hoarder? Like,
It's gone rogue.
Really?
I ain't
It's
proud of
gone
it.
rogue.
It is, I ain't proud of it. TikTok shop, like, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. We're going to take care of it. But I am not going to be most likely going into 2025 the way I hope to be coming out of 2025.
Okay. You might. You might have some time to get some stuff organized.
Yeah, So that would probably be my ugliest because, all in all, life's pretty good.
Exactly.
All right. What's the
Minus
bad
mango
around
Mussolini.
here? What's the bad around here? Stacey, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to say, and it's really not bad. It's like, haven't finished my Christmas shopping. So it's not bad because I do have the means to have, to make sure I'm able to do it, but I just head around. So, that's the only thing I could really think of. That's the bad part for me this week. Behind. What about you, Shannon?
I think I got a ton of Christmas spirit. And again, this was taped in the past. So
Yeah.
holiday spirit, I'm just, another day. I'm actually looking forward to not having anything to do. And I just want to read trashy books, scroll the interwebs, and nap.
Do you watch Tubi movies?
No, but I did watch
Down with the Tubi.
I did watch the TMZ Downfall of Diddy special on Tubi.
I've not seen that yet.
You need to watch some Tubi movies. If you don't want to think, baby, the acting is so horrible.
I don't
You're just
think I'm
gonna
up
sit
for
there.
that. I don't think I'm up for
You
that.
should. It's so mindless, and it's more like a comedy.
We'll
You should
see.
do it.
I
Just
need to,
one.
I need to figure out what I'm going to veg out on. Like, am I going to catch up? Like, what should I catch up on Netflix, Hulu, those kinds of things? Should I be watching
Reasonable
some things?
Doubt for sure.
The what?
Yeah, I still haven't started.
Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And have you watched Power? Did you watch Power when it came on, Shannon?
I watched the original. I have not watched any of the
Okay.
spinoffs.
I'll probably start that again. Like, I can watch Power from season 1 multiple times, and I don't know if it's because of Ghost and his suits and being fine.
Stacey, I have a friend. Her husband is one of his line brothers.
Really? Is he really a nice person?
From everything they have shared, yeah.
That's what I gathered too.
Which isn't much to share much, but yeah.
You haven't heard any negative things, so that's good. Yeah. What about you, LV?
I'm feeling a little grinchy. I don't know if it's because it's like the second Christmas since my mom passed. And so like the first Christmas, I was so focused on making it perfect for my dad, for my daughter. This year, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm tired. So
She was present.
yeah.
Yeah.
So well,
Do we
that's
wonder
probably my
if
bad
it's like the looming conditions that we know that we're about to go into?
yeah.
I
too.
think that life has changed since November 5th.
Absolutely,
Like there's been like
100%.
a black cloud and it's seeped into Christmas because a lot of people are not in the spirit.
And I want to be. My tree is so pretty. At least in my tree. But
Shannon, did you do a tree?
I had someone put up a tree for me. This is the
You
first. Yeah, this is the first tree I've put up since my mom passed away. So it's been 4 years since I put up a tree. Really, technically 5 years since I put up a tree.
I love that though.
My mom passed away in 2020. I think I had a tree in 2019. I don't remember.
Life before COVID is different, right?
Yeah, since COVID.
Yeah, it's like, there was a big shift when COVID hit.
Well, y'all know that that's going to have to be an episode at some point. What were
It
we
is.
doing?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Because just wait. I had a 4 years ago, 9 months, 5-year-old
Ooh,
by myself. I got
I was
stories.
living
That
the
was fun
single life.
time.
Oh yeah.
Listen, while I didn't love COVID itself, I loved the fact that we were all home. I loved it.
Yeah.
I am an introvert, and so I loved being at home by myself.
Well, I heard a lot of people had a hard time being at home by themselves. I was with my husband, and that was interesting because we, both had to work from home, and I'm used to being at home by myself and hearing someone walk and come downstairs and open a cabinet, and yeah, it was different for me. It was a struggle.
I was waiting for her to be like, and having someone breathing.
It was like, we have to do this. We're stuck.
Yes.
But we made it. We're
Hey,
still together.
not everyone did.
No.
Well, shall we leave the inaugural episode of the A Collective here?
I'm excited, guys.
First one in the can.
But friends, if you enjoyed what you heard today, make sure that wherever you are listening to us, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you are listening to us, make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a rating, right? Unless it's going to be like a 1, because we don't want that.
We only want good ones, okay?
You keep that one.
But let's set a goal, like we get 10 reviews by a month.
That sounds fair. We should be able to do it.
Come on, friends.
We got it.
Y'all are great.
And make sure you're following us on all of our socials. Do you guys
We're
remember them?
everywhere. We're everywhere you want to be.
We are.
All the time.
The A Collective Pod, all the places. And if you want to follow us separately, Shannon, what are your socials?
I am S.I. Daniels everywhere. All social media platforms. That's me.
And I am Lover Hate Stace everywhere.
And then I'm the problem child because I am LV _ does Terzepi on TikTok, LV _ does GLP1 on Instagram, and I think the Terzepi everywhere else. Now you'll find me.
Until next week. It's been real, y'all.
Love ya.
Peace up. A down.
Sisterhood meets sass. Bro, this is funny. This
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
Okay, that was funny.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Hi, and welcome to the A-List Collective, where sisterhood meets sass.
You said the name wrong.
Yeah,
What did
that's
I
what
say?
you said. A-list.
Lord,
That's what I'm saying.
they're the sassy ones.
I can always either bleep or we can just make it explicit.